2, 3.
Hi folks, welcome to the end of July, start of August Team Talk. We're right in the middle of holiday season now, so I hope that if you've had a break, you had a great time and you've come back refreshed. And if you're still looking forward to your break, then please enjoy it when you get to that point. It's also the time for our M&S Food holiday camps this year. So if your children are enjoying our holiday camps, that's brilliant. We hope that everybody's having a great time throughout Northern Ireland, enjoying football through our very long established and very enjoyable camps. And thank you to all the staff who are involved in that. July is also the time for the Foyle Cup and Super Cup NI. We've got representative teams in both of those tournaments this year. So good luck to all of the teams, all of the coaches and all the volunteers involved in that. Speaking of tournaments, we are only 1 year away from the opening of the finals of the UEFA Under-19 tournament. It's now 6 years since we had the Under-19 women's finals here. 1 year away from looking forward to the Under-19 men's finals, so a lot of work to do between now and then, but let's look forward to that. We're just back from a double-header senior women's camp where we played Scotland away and we played Czechia. Now, I always thought it was the Czech Republic, but recently they've changed their name to Czechia. Who are we to argue with that? And who are they to argue with the fact that we beat them 2-0 on their patch in Opava? That camp was a precursor to the fact that we are going to be playing in the UEFA Nations League on the senior women's side for the first time. Starting in September, we have our first game away to the Republic of Ireland in the Aviva, so the double header this month was a fabulous preparation for that. So I hope everyone has a great August, and I look forward to speaking to everybody next month too.
Thanks for that, Patrick. Welcome to this month's edition of Team Talk.
This month, we were both away with the women's for their friendly camp with 2 away games.
Yes, we also finished the camp on a win, so congratulations to our senior women, and let's have a look at some of the highlights from throughout the camp.
I think the first 20 minutes we started really well, dominant on the front foot, and you know, when you get the first corner and the first throw in, it's exciting because you know that the players are ready, you know, to play, and we scored a fantastic goal off a set play, which is nice because you do practice those.
It's nice now that there's a whole generation of players that have come before these young girls that are looking up and saying, I want to be like them and I want to take their shirt, and that's the only way we grow as a country, that we've got role models in place.
If we can put that performance into those games, then this team is going to be very well prepared.
Morning, we are here for the header challenge. Thanks very much, Andy Johnson, for that wonderful stuff. We are the referee team, and we have Trevor Moutry, Andrew Davey and myself, Chevy Davenport, and we will take up the header challenge shortly.
Hi everybody, it's Regan and I'm here to give you an update on the Emerge programme. So we were recently joined by 7 ladies from NIE Networks to share their experience of being women in business within their organisation. It was a bit of a knowledge transfer process. We sat back and listened to their stories and their career journeys, and it was really beneficial to learn the different paths that they all took into their careers and how they've managed to become successful women within the business. And it was really interesting to hear how NIE are supporting them through different career opportunities and professional development opportunities, and that no path is the same as everybody else's, and how the support of your business and organisation and different career mentors from, you know, within the business and externally as well can help to benefit your career in the future. I think the key takeaway from the NIE networking day was the importance of having good support around you, whether it be if you want to take a career break, if that's available, or, you know, go part-time or take an opportunity on professional courses. I think that all the ladies shown that that's so important to help in your career, and also taking time to yourself as well for self-care. It's equally as important. Just want to say on behalf of everybody in the Irish FA, a massive congratulations to Peter Shepherd and his wife Susan on the birth of their little baby boy Daniel.
Body language here, okay? No arms folded like that. That's very defensive. Hands on this here.
Stop it. Stop it.
It's like a team photo. It's all
Damn! Did you see that? That's a replay. I'm gonna play musical chairs every time someone gets a goal.
Excuse me.
Damn. One more. One more.
Last one.
Ooh.
Here comes our Chevy. She should stick to administration. Oh my goodness. If there were 2 goals there, she wouldn't even be on target. Oh, Chevy, watch your nose there, love.
Can you like up?
A bit higher. Oh, no, that Chevy, that doesn't count. That's the worst I've seen. The sort
Be more positive.
Oh, that's very, very poor. Watch Andy's phone on the floor there.
It's just a cover.
Oh,
Useless.
hard luck. Here comes Andrew Davey, who actually thinks he's a footballer. We'll see how this goes. Oh, didn't even hit the post. Come on, come on.
I'm not very good at this.
And you're giving me.
Number 4 here. Come on, at least hit the post. Oh, dear, 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 dear.
Come on, last one.
I'll get down on my knees.
Oh, that's it, 5. 1 out of 15's that us. A very, very poor effort. You can actually see where the footballers are in the referee department, and it's not my 2 colleagues sitting to the left of me.
Thank you very much for being so supportive.
But to look,
We're going to nominate Coach Ed for the next one. You've got one to beat. Lorna, come on, girl. I know you've got it in you.
We're not last. That's all that matters. We're not last.
Lauren and Karen Chambers as well.
Oh, Karen, come on, girlo. You've got this. Hello and welcome to the Foundation Updates for the month of July. This month we saw Stephen Erskine get recognised for his contribution to youth football in the west of Northern Ireland. So congratulations, Stephen, for everything that you've done across that area. Also this month we've had our summer camps across Northern Ireland happening from July all the way through to August. We just want to give a massive well done to all involved and all those staff members, just making them a real success and really facilitating football for the young people across Northern Ireland. And here are some moments of some summer camps that we've had over the past couple of weeks.
Go on, keep after it, get after it, get after it, good job. Nice skill, Ben. Oh, off the post, so close.
We have 120 kids here today taking part in a range of different activities, from football matches, dribbling sessions, shooting games. We have them all arranged in the 8 nice age groups so that they're playing with kids at their same age, same level of ability.
Oh, what a goal! Good job.
Most of our guys here today, either coaching or volunteered, started off actually as participants of our summer camps at 6, 7 years of age, grew right through it with positive role models as the coaches, and then they have wanted to come back and do it.
Thank you to everyone who entered last month's competition on Team Talk. I can reveal that the 3 staff members in the mashup were Malcolm Roberts, Ken Duncan and Craig Barsh. So I'm going to pick a winner out of this box. £25 Marks and Spencer's voucher up for grabs. And the winner is Chevy Davenport. So congratulations, Chevy. You've won yourself a Marks and Spencer's voucher. For next month's competition, the refereeing department did their Head the Ball challenge and they nominated who? If you were watching, you will know the answer to this. Up for grabs is another, again, £25 Marks and Spencer's voucher. Good luck.
That you won.
I did, finally.
The Team Talk prizes.
Yay!
That's not
Thank
it.
you. Oh.
You take that in the MLS.
There's no barcode. Or QR code on it.
Thank you very much. You won what?
Congratulations.
Never mind your business. You're awful nosy.
That's £25.
Who even asked?
Biscuits for the
Never
drawer.
mind biscuits.
Biscuits for the drawer.
That's just
Listen, too many people keep poking in that drawer.
So, I have a musical background and I have a football background. And the two are quite similar, although it may not seem like it is, but it actually is quite similar. In music, you do a lot of arranging and planning and prepping, etc., etc. It's creative, obviously. Football is just exactly the same. I was involved in music from a very, very young age. Started playing guitars about 5 or 6 years of age. Went through school, obviously went to the School of Music, and I was a torture. You know, and I was, because I was one of these sort of people that when I got an instrument and I would sit down and I would play it and get to a level, and all of a sudden I was so cocky, I suppose, really, as you are when you're those ages. You go, right, what's the next instrument? You know, and I tortured the life out of my music teacher, Mr. Stanley, who, dear love him, was fantastic with me. And then, of course, at the same time when I was in secondary school, I was then playing football, obviously, and I lived reasonably close to Solitude, so I went to Cliftonville. And the more I sat and thought about it, I thought, well, I'm not going to be the next George Best, even though my nickname in school was actually George. Right? I know, that's... Believe me, that's where the similarities stopped. I had the long hair, you know, and all that sort of stuff, and we all wanted to be George Best, so we tried to copy George as much as possible. Anyway, my nickname was George in school, and even got to the point where, like, when they're reading out the roll in the morning time when you went into school, they didn't call me by my first name. It was, George, are you here? So it stuck with me for quite some time. It would be remiss of me not to say that it's not me. I'm part of a team, and the grassroots team have been absolutely fantastic. You know, I can't, and I'm sure everyone here who belongs to a department in the Irish FA would say the same thing. They have the best team. Well, I can say, hand on heart, grassroots team over the 20 odd years plus have been the best. You know, we're not only good friends and buddies, we're work colleagues, we work for each other, and we support each other, and we all had the same goal and same aim way back in the day to improve grassroots football. So to see all those things come together, coach education, small-sided games, the festivals, McDonald's, you know, which my colleague Malcolm Roberts and I have been very heavily involved in over several years now. Seeing those events, you know, where the volunteers come and they're awarded at the City Hall, where we have had it for several years. And when you see the completion of that, you go, yeah, that's brilliant. That's brilliant, you know, and you see the smile on people's faces who've been volunteers for years and have never been recognised. That for me that's part of the enjoyment of what I've been doing, you know, and I've had an absolutely fabulous time doing what I do. I really do enjoy what I do. I don't take it for granted for 1 minute. My guitar hero back in the day was Rory Gallagher, who came from Northern Ireland. And I went to see Rory Gallagher in the Ulster Hall. And I remember sitting on the stage, which you could do at that time. And Rory Gallagher was literally about 2-3 yards away from me when he was playing. And I was mesmerised, of course, because he was a fantastic guitarist. In fact, Jimi Hendrix once said he was probably the best guitarist in the world. So I'm sitting there watching Rory Gallagher, you know, and I've got a mate beside me, and the place is absolutely rocking. And I turned around to my mate and I said, you know what? Someday I'm going to be where he is. Right? And my mate looked at me like I had carrots on my head. said, yeah, you're having a real laugh, aren't you? I said, no, seriously, someday I'm going to stand there and I'm going to play there. Of course, little did I know that a number of years back, you know, there I was. And I remember the very first time I stepped onto the stage of the Ulster Hall, I actually went over to the seat where I sat in that concert, and I sort of stood there and I thought, you know, little did I know back then that the dream would actually come true for me. So yeah, it was quite a seismic moment, I suppose, really. Many memorable moments. And I have performed all over the place, you know. I've performed in like major festivals in Barcelona, you know, the NCC in Birmingham. I wrote the theme song for Children in Need many years ago. And I remember performing it right outside the BBC. I remember performing there in front of a few thousand people, live on TV. So that was a memorable moment. You obviously had to get makeup on and all sorts of stuff, right? And don't worry, folks, I haven't put any on today. Maybe I should have. Every morning I get up, when I put on my gear, I feel like I'm stepping out onto the football pitch playing for Northern Ireland. Now, that may not make a lot of sense to a lot of people. It may sound daft and crazy, but what I was really saying is I feel proud of putting this on and wearing the badge and going out to do what I do. So I think if you come into this job, if you're in this job and you have a passion for it, if you see the bigger picture, that it's not about you, it's about everybody and about developing football for the players, the kids down on grassroots level. That's what this is about. It's not about me, it's not about a grassroots department, it's about the kids on the football pitch. Being calm, considerate, fair, all those things are so important in this job, and if you can encapsulate some of those, then you're going a long way. Yes, the threat, should I say, is that I'm going to perform a couple of songs on the 11th of August. Because Ian Stewart, who's my line manager, but he's also an absolutely fantastic and good friend. And I have to pay tribute to him as well, because it would be terrible not to. No one has heard them, not even Ian, because Ian's normally the first person I play stuff to, and he gives me a very honest opinion. My small set of games committee were very generous, so they presented me this voucher and I got this brand new acoustic guitar. So I think I'm going to be bringing that on the 11th as well, and maybe sort of play along with what I'm doing, as it were. So yeah, that's the threat. Probably now nobody will come. Thank you so much.
That's it for this month's edition of Team Talk.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you enter this month's competition, and we'll see you next month.
Thanks for watching. I spat a wee bit there. Shall
1, 2, 3.
You all using in that office, stealing our biscuits? We're going to put a nanny cam.
Okay.